Good morning, everyone. I'm Known Fact, and this is Retro Showcase, your morning retro gaming live stream. Today, we're going to be working through the NES games of 1990. This is the second episode for 1990. We've gotten about March of the year. 1990 is actually the biggest release year for the NES in terms of game titles. So, just this year alone, we're going to probably have 6 streams for 1990, and this is the second of those. Took a look at the games I have outlined for today that are going to take us from March to beginning of June of 1990. And one of the things I'm noticing is it's going to be a lot of sequels today. We're going to have plenty of other games, but I'm noticing some noticeable sequels. There's a second Ghostbusters game. There's the Metal Gear sequel for the NES, which is not the Metal Gear sequel on the MSX. There is the sequel to Contra, which is just called Super C in North America for some reason. And we also have the Ninja Gaiden sequel. So there's plenty going on here. And I'm seeing one near the end here, which might be a sequel to the Capcom Mickey game, but I'm not positive until we see it. Also, there's a Snoopy game. Don't know if it's going to be good. Wait, whoa. I just noticed something fucked up about this Snoopy game. I'll talk about it when we get to it. Oh, that's fucked up. All right. So the first game on today's playlist is going to be Codename Viper. Interesting here, it's the first game I've seen that's made by Arc System Works along with Capcom. They're both developers, and is published by Capcom. Capcom has made a pretty good resurgence in 1990. A lot of the games have been getting way better for Capcom. Konami had it from the start, but Capcom's learning. Let's see what Codename Viper has to offer once I find it. Cobra. Codename Viper. Here we go. And watch this be the first game of the day, and it crashes. How's that happen? How does that happen so often? It's crazy because it does end up being the ROMs. Like, it's not like RetroArch has trouble getting up in the morning. It just happens to be that's just where it lands. That's so crazy. I'll try the other core here. There we go. That is so funny. Like, it's like clockwork. It's not a RetroArch problem. It is the ROMs themselves. All right, that's just the demo mode going off. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Normal? Look at that swagger. We have located 7 hideouts of the huge drug syndicate in South America. He looks like a South American dictator. Your mission is to destroy them. He looks like the guy on the front of Tropico. You must find one of our commandos who was hurt and captured in one of the 7 hideouts. Get the grenades from him. Yes, Commander Jones. Look at that stern expression. Goodbye, Mr. Smith. It's a little loud on my end. Let me turn down my input. There we go. Alright. First level. Is this just Contra? It's Contra with a bigger sprite. Oh, and an ammo counter. Wow, that kind of hard to even see that, huh? I don't quite jump high enough to get up there, it looks like. But I'm gonna have to. Can I use their doors? I can hide. Maybe one of them takes me up. I get ammo back that way? Okay. I'm gonna use this. Phew. Wow. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, you didn't die. Very unforgiving life, considering these guys take more than one shot. There we go. Do I get health back? Did I rescue that kid, or did I just kill him? Kinda hard to tell, huh? Die very easily. Considering you're like stuck in place when you're coming in and out of that. And the enemies just leap. I guess the enemies don't respond to, oof. I guess the enemies don't respond to, the hostages being released. It's probably expecting too much, huh? Not really. It really isn't. Jeez, these guys can leap. There we go. And nothing. Oh boy. I'm gonna get killed just by these guys jumping up and down. They don't even need weapons, they just need to jump. They're just body checking me to death. Your limited angles of shooting are... Wow, that's annoying. That's really annoying. It's not like I'm playing like a really stylized game with like a cartoon character. No, these are just realistically proportioned human beings jumping at me and killing me. Not even using a weapon. It's crazy. None of them are using weapons, are they? They're all just running into me to kill me. I'm gonna try more of a run approach. Nope. Nope, that was not it. Yeah, the more I look at this game, the stupider it gets, actually, huh? Oh, man. Look, they can't all be winners, folks. If they did, we'd still all be playing the NES. More than just the enthusiasts. I think that's good for Codename Viper. Next, we have Conflict by Vic Tokai, is the developer and publisher. So let's see what they've got going on here. Whoops. Conflict. Very descriptive name. Quite descriptive. Tells you everything you need to know. I prefer Nestopia, if I can run a game with that. Conflict. Okay. Alright. Yep, that is a bunch of war vehicles. One player. Unit number select. I'm gonna go with the default options here. The Tale of Mid-Cities. There's a lot of those. Is this a tactics game? It sure is. It's a hexagon style. Not as interesting as the other one we played. That was like a World War II theme. This one's more graphically limited, I guess. This is the unit commander. What are their orders? Move. Alright. Move has been completed. This is the flag tank. What are their orders? They can't get on water. Can they? I don't know if we're gonna see any action here before we move on, is the problem. This is the air-to-ground attacker. Wow, they can't go onto any of those spaces, huh? Kind of a bad unit startup. Alright, let's see what they're doing. They're manufacturing. I'd like to see a conflict before we move on in conflict. I guess my helicopter is going to be the fastest way to do that, huh? Music's not the greatest for listening to a game that runs on like these games tend to do. At least in my opinion, it's not that great. It's not something I want to listen to for several hours back to back. You gotta be very careful with these kind of games and the music you use. Alright, let's see if the helicopter can do something here. Wait, that's green. Where's mine? Why is it green? Shouldn't the enemy be a different color? Is the sprite limitation making it so that the enemies and you are the same color? No fucking way, right? I think that is actually the case. No, that is actually the case. That's crazy. Oh man, that is messed up. There's no way for the tank to even get across. What was the point? Oh, good lord. I guess if I took the lower route, it was possible, maybe. Alright. Come on, attack me this turn so I can see what that looks like. All right. Okay. Here we go. And you're actually choosing the action, too. Okay, this is pretty neat. This ain't bad. That's a lot of text, I feel like. Okay, so I got hit. So I definitely lost that fight. This is cool. There's too much text in the middle here, but the rest of that was pretty cool. All right, let's move on. Haha, the next two are Fisher-Price games. It's literally in the name, Fisher-Price. I can remember. Fisher-Price Perfect Fit. Beam Software. Developer, Game Tech Publisher. Okay, so these are going to be, like, very small child games. Let's take a look. Fisher-Price. Kind of like the Sesame Street game. At least that's what it sounds like. Guess we'll see real quick. It's kind of hard to even rate these, because they're not meant to be, you know. I can remember. You can remember what? Was it just the game memory? Fisher-Price presents toothpaste. It's just memory. I can remember. Okay. Sure. Ooh, nasty noise. It's, is that supposed to be a roller skate? What the hell is that supposed to be? Oh man, their negative reinforcement noise is terrible here. I'm getting like a picture that fills in when I do it. Okay. There's that. Look at that, I'm a champion. I'm winning at the children's game. You did very well in this round. Thank you. I feel like a real winner. Their next game is Perfect Fit. It is gonna be... The circle goes in the triangle. Except, like, the ability to use the controller determines ability to play this kind of game. Like, developmentally, right? Do your best. Good luck. I don't know. What shape does this fit into? Man, what could this fit into? I can't rate these games a 1 because, like, they're just not meant for a normal person to be playing. They're meant for super small children, but they're also, like, developmentally not appropriate either. So they're actually bad. They're actually 1. They actually are 1s because they kind of, this is like extremely young person that these games are targeting. Well, the memory game's a bit better, but like this is like an extremely young person who isn't going to be able to have the physical, mechanical, like, dexterity or reading ability to play the game, to play the menus in the game and stuff like that. So like, it's completely inappropriate. All right, Heavy Barrel is the next one. Data East. Heavy Barrel. Does this have a different name? It does not. It's just called Heavy Barrel, whatever it is. Alright, like a gun. Got it. Grenade. Destroy enemies' underground artillery base. This is a Contra-like. Or a Commando-like. Commando-like. It's crazy how many of these games there are. And how few of them are actually good. The Wild West one and Commando were really good. And then you have the disadvantage of there being years of these games by the time you get to one like this, which would normally just be okay, it feels like. But it's this genre is so old by this point for people playing. I mean, at least you're switching it up and the on-rail is like changing direction. This is better than a lot of them. This is better than Akari Warriors. This is better than some of the ones whose names are so dumb I can't even remember. I don't understand what makes these open up or not. There must be keys I'm picking up. Oh, there are keys. Yeah, literally. Flamethrower seems pretty good. I don't know why I'd want to use anything else. That's why. Dead. Okay, so the power-up system in this is what's really making it stick out. You're getting them fast and loose. So I'm going into a boss with nothing, practically, aren't I? Wow, you think throwing a grenade at something this big on the NES would be easy. Wait, I think my grenades cancel each other out. Oh, do I have to throw it in the opening? There we go. Okay, at least the boss wasn't hard. Nope, it just moved into a different phase. Nope, it died. It looked like it was doing that, which would have been kind of impressive, actually. I could really use a power-up right now. My heart's softening to this game. It seems a bit better than the other ones. This is in the good category of these, I would say. Like, it's not, like, crazy, but it's got stuff going on, you know? We'll see how I can continue when I die here. What's the continue system like? Restart the level, jump right back in. Is it a respawn system? Oh wait, that's not it. Nope, it is a. Is it a respawn or a last state style system? As you know, so I talked about in my my tier list video for games we played on the stream the last couple years. How Higurashi, When They Cry, was really good. I recently started doing the stuff besides the main 8 chapters. And there's this one arc where Keiichi needs to distract someone, so he goes into an extremely in-depth rant about the difference between respawning where you die and going back to the beginning of a stage within shooters, like within shoot-'em-up games, with like every title having asterisks to block out the fact that he's clearly saying an actual game's title. It's just the author going on a rant about shoot-'em-ups. They're just using Keiichi to do it. It's really funny. Now I can't help but think about that when I'm playing these games, like what the respawn and continue system actually is, and the meaning behind that. So far, that extra bonus content on those games has been pretty good. I finished Ray, and I'm working on Ho Plus, and then I'm gonna do the console arcs. That's probably information for like 2 people that could possibly watch this, but you know, hey, if you want a good story, you should play those games. I've been considering very carefully whether an Umineko playthrough on stream could be a thing. It is a 200-hour game. I think I might lose my voice if I tried to do that, is the problem. But I had so much fun with Higurashi, I almost would like to share that with the next game. I'm not talking about this that much, am I? That's because I've run out of things to say. This level's a lot slower than the first one. Not bad, but just a lot slower. Can I hit this with a grenade? No. No, I cannot. It's just an endurance. I feel like I should be running into a boss. The grenades are so good, you get so many of them. Unless that's like my count for like several levels or something. The gun is kind of sufficient, even unpowered up. So, like, the power-ups are cool, but they don't feel as impactful as they should because I'm just able to use the regular gun. Okay, this is actually taking too long. Get to the boss now. Well, there went my power-up. These bosses die in like 3 hits, man. Was that really it? Second round. No way that was the boss, right? This might be too easy. Yeah, it might be too easy. It's an okay game. We'll move on. Oh, of course we're moving on to Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf. What a fucking title. Sculptured Software and published by Konami. SC? Wait, I'm looking at Sculptured Software. I didn't even get Jack Nicklaus. Jackal. Jack Nicklaus, there it is. I didn't have to search. Alright. Another golf game. Let's see if it's any good. I'm trying to find out if there's like an actually good golf game before Hot Shots. I'm sure there is. Default. Okay, I have a name. I have a name. I don't know. Let's... There we go. Up to the first hole. 8th at Pebble Beach. My favorite shot in all of golf. People really like Pebble Beach, huh? Or Pebble Beach pays them a lot of money. One or the other. So wait, it's just hit towards the hole or not? Really? Am I reading that right? Red's bad. Fair enough. Ooh, it's taken a while to render this. Why? Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I tried. There's no way I'm playing a golf game that does this every single shot. No fucking way. I don't even need to see anymore. No, that's a bad one. Sorry, Konami. You shouldn't have published that. You didn't develop it, but you shouldn't have published it either. Next we have Kid Cool by Vic Tokai again. They've been showing up a little bit this year. Not Kid Dracula. Kid Cool. That's not the title I see. Kafe-kun no Jump Tengu Speed Jingoku. I'm trying to... I'll assume this is the same game. And not a sequel. Alright. Castle. Dude. Never forget Super Mario Bros. 3 was this year. Hasn't he come yet? No, sire. Please wait. Just a little longer. I'm tired of waiting. Yes, Your Highness. It seems he has just arrived. Oh, so you're cool. That's me. So you're rather clever, are you? Anyway, King, what do you want from me? The fact is, the king is ill. And so, Call, I ask that you find the 7 herbs that will... Alright, we're on our way to KFC. Furthermore, you must do this before 3 days have passed. Alright. Just leave it to me. Alright, Kid Cool. Let's see what you got. This looks very cheap. Hey, just in case you needed to know, it is level 1. Alright, so you're a marathoner, basically, right? Like in the classical sense. You're a courier. You're searching for herbs. Excuse me, sir, do you have the herbs? The transitions, when you jump, suck ass. Because you immediately fall back down. Every time you jump near the top of the screen. Can't swim. Got it. Oh, there's also a timer. It's actually counting up in real time, though, so, like... Like, you're not gonna take 3 days to do this. 3 actual real-time days. No momentum on your jump when you get turned around, which means you're just kind of stuck there. Pretty bad game. Right? Pretty noticeably bad game. There's a dude on my back. If it wasn't for the 7 herbs and spices, I'd be done with this kid. Like, everything about the controls just feels bad, and it's a platformer, so what can you say about it, right? If you get the controls wrong on a platformer, you've not even made a game, practically. Oh, can I run across the water if I go fast enough? Too late to find out now. Dude, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That game sucks. You know what might be better? It won't be. Magic Johnson's Fast Break by Software Creations. A lot of sportsman named sports games today, too. I didn't notice that at first. Magic Johnson's Fast Break. Look at that funky little beat. Start of the first quarter. Good luck, kid. Thanks, Magic Johnson. Okay, well, this is noticeably low quality compared to other basketball games that have been out. Like, graphic-wise, this is really bad. This is years behind. Is this an arcade port that came, like, a long time later? That's pretty much the only excuse. I don't know why I'm trying to throw 3-pointers. I know why, because I was trying to figure out which button was actually shoot. Yeah, that's some slop right there. Next up, by the same people, Software Creations, Target Renegade. How much better could this be? Target Renegade. Well, that is... a scoreboard is the first thing you see, huh? Stephen Ruddy. Alright. Ready to rumble? Mr. Big has got your brother. Go get him. Good luck, kid. Press fire to rumble. Oh! How do I knock someone off a motorcycle? This isn't going very well. It's the first enemy. I've got 2 buttons. Yeah, I bet you're wondering how I got myself into this situation. Oh boy, I don't even know how I'm doing this flying jump sometimes. Can't go right. Okay, if I press up and kick at the exact same time I do that. Not holding up. Well, maybe. That was not a good first enemy to set you up with at all. Ugh. Hurry up. Shut the fuck up, man. Get them dusted. Rudy's Cheese Emporium. This feels like an indie game. The fact that they have like 3 people's names in the credits and a scoreboard at the beginning, it almost feels like a demo scene game. I don't think that was much of a thing at this point. I think that's more of a 90s, 2000s thing. Might be wrong about that. But if it was, it wouldn't be on like an official release list, I don't think. Also, they made other games, like that shitty Magic Johnson game we played 10 seconds ago. Game over. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Something about a game opening up to this, and it's a bunch of zeros, and I don't know, man, about that. Next we have Terra Cresta by Nihon Busan. Terra Cresta. Alright, what do we got here? Design. Wait, you can design, what, a level? One winger left. I'm glad they made those look the exact same color as the ground. The enemies are the same fucking color as the ground. I didn't even see those guys for a second. What the hell is that all about? Oof. We got a lot of slop. We're getting a lot of slop in 1990. There's a lot of slop. There's some of the best games on the console, but there's a ton of slop. This is shot slop. Can you even kill the dinosaurs? There we go. Are there even power-ups in this game? Or is it the most basic big shooter possible? Seems like the latter. I'm picking up the things and they don't do anything. Alright. I'm not giving that a second run. Wheel of Fortune, Family Edition. Oh, and of course this is by Rare. They do all of the game show games. On the NES, it seems like. Seems like. I wonder when that'll change. Oh, wait, no, Family Edition. So this is just like the Jeopardy, I'm sure. Wait, didn't we already play Wheel of Fortune Jr.? Is this a third one? Is this a different... Am I crazy? Or did I just look ahead and see this? I know we did Jeopardy. No, I definitely played a junior edition of this already. Weird. They have a third version. What makes something Family Edition versus Junior Edition? Versus the normal one. People. That's a lot of letters for people. There's a lot of letters for people. I'm getting some terrible rolls too. Hmm. Oh yeah, another bad one. Okay. Mall. I got no clue, dude. I'm gonna go with an M. It wasn't mall. Tall. Big and tall? No. Can I get like a good... There we go. Give me another vowel, I guess. Dude, I have no fucking clue. Roulettes? Risk it all at the roulettes. Damn it. I figured it out. I'm gonna get a bankrupt now. Just in time. Rockets. No, it's something, the Rockets. I can't. I don't know. Yeah, I got a free spin. It's the Rockets. But I don't know what the rest of the shit's supposed to be. I'll just have to pick a letter. I should pick C. I knew that was a safe letter. Oh wait, I did bad AI, so they might not help fill this in. Alright, let's get the C here. Give me a second to think. Music hall. Radio City Music Hall. Okay. No. God damn it. How do I go back? Ah. I didn't understand how it was working at first. I was looking in the wrong place. Radio. City. Music. Hall. Rockets. Look at that. I am the winner of Wheel of Fortune. All Wheel of Fortune. I just won it all. And so I'll never need to play this again. That's how it works. I expect my $4,000 check in the mail. In the week. Alright. Next. Win, lose, or draw. But this is not rare. This is Rydell Software Productions. Win, lose, or draw. Maybe this is a tabletop game and not a game show. Sounds like a game show. I feel like it's a game show. Yeah, this is definitely a game show. Rare, fucked up, not getting win, lose, or draw. Ready for the next picture, Clues? Good luck, Team 1. Resume? How do I submit? Receipt? Realizing I might not know how to spell receipt. That's not right, is it? Is the other team gonna try it all? Letter? Neat. Why is this conjoined twin? Ready for the next picture, Clues. Good luck, Team 2. This is the CPU. Can't figure out the word I. Player 2, please. Are they really gonna make me sit for 60 seconds while the CPU can't figure out the word I? That's really funny. Maybe I accidentally said it to 2-player. I don't know. Whatever. We know what this is. Oh, another rare game. Double Dare. Now we're talking. Is this the Nickelodeon game? Alright. I think this is the Nickelodeon game. Our Double Dare clowns are hungry, and you'll get to feed them. The first team to get 3 eggs into the clown's mouth wins control of the questions. How do I throw? There we go. Can't say the controls make any fucking sense. Holy shit, this game makes no goddamn sense. You press, to make sure this is understood, you press left on the D-pad, and then right on the D-pad. Alright. Viper, this question is worth $10. Which American Indian tribe commuted by subway to help build the Empire State Building? They'd rather do a dare. Okay. Well, it's not gonna be the Cleveland Indians. Sure. Sure. The question is worth $10. Which Muppet character lives in a garbage can? Fuck you, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you handing them questions like that? Okay. Fucking bitch. Get out the trash, Oscar. Alright. Let's see it. Isadora Duncan made theatrical history as what? I don't know. A stand-up comedian. I have no clue. An opera singer? I don't know anything about opera. A dancer. Okay. Oh. The lack of music during this is kind of crazy. What is a male whale called? Really? A question like that? It had 2 joke answers. Even if you didn't know this. Which saying was used to describe Abraham Lincoln? Suck on it, Viper. It's bangers and mash. That's a sausage, right? Just keep handing me $10, dude. Election day is always observed on which day of the week? It's a Tuesday. These kids just get to watch this guy hand me $10 bills. If you were a monolinguist, how many languages would you speak? How am I supposed to use the Dare or Double Dare system with a fucking CPU? It's not like there's a personality that I can get to know from these characters. Damn. They should have burned the White House quicker. I thought that was a very embarrassing lost war, where, like, it went extremely fast. What is a wimple? Oh, this is me? No, this is them. Yeah? Alright. It's worth $20. Well, that's supposed to be a pimple. That's a joke. It must be this. Thanks for the $20, you fucking idiot. That's the end of round 1, and that's the end of my patience. Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on. What are they gonna do at halftime here? The lack of music is really just killing this feeling like the game show at all. Oh no! Damn it, Ego Raptor couldn't do this. How can I? Let's move on. Let's see. Dino Wars, Destruction of Spondylus. Advanced Communications, the developer. The publisher is Bandai. Dino Wars. With Y's and Z's. Dino Wars, Destruction of Spondylus. Oh, wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting, I don't know. Dinosaurs? Oh, Dude. Ooh, this feels... That's a landmine, okay. This game feels chunky. The entire game is our controls are bad, haha. Like, literally, the entire concept of this game is the controls are bad. If this was a normal game, this wouldn't be challenging at all. It's just that we made the game bad. Alright. Show me the real gameplay now. Because that looks cool. No, it's just the Godzilla game again. It's literally the same game as the Godzilla game, isn't it? It's a Godzilla game with less bullshit flying around. And I'm slowly punching a Triceratops until it dies. And there's Mechagodzilla. Okay. Why did they even have the on foot sections at all? If this was going to be the main game. I guess they're like, there's going to be 3 screens of this because there were 3 screens of the other thing. But they don't add up to the same amount of time. This is so cheap. The landmines don't hurt enough to not game over. Oh, but I can continue where I left off. Thank God. Why do anything? Why fight anything in this game if it's just gonna run away? I'll just keep walking. I'll just keep walking. The things that run away can just run away. The thing, that's a Triceratops with a rocket launcher on its back, isn't it? Can you please die? Pretty please? Thank you. Look at that. It went farther. It better hit harder. Takes longer to come back. It got worse. It actually got worse. Cool. Cool dinosaurs. Cool dinosaurs you got, guys. Next we have Ghostbusters 2 by Imagineering. Sometimes these episodes go fast because there's so much slop within a set of games. Ghostbusters 2. The hit ratio of getting a good NES game in this year is rough, man. You got like Super Mario Bros. 3, which presumably you could have a good chance of getting. But you never know. 5 years later. Let's do it. No Three Stooges this time. One player. I, Vigo, the Scourge of Carpathia, the Sorrow of Moldavia, will defeat you. Holy shit. How do you make a game that looks so behind for such a big franchise? Doesn't even do anything. There we go. The bugs are not ghosts, so therefore... Instead, I'm just shooting Slimer. I'm destroying the Ghostbusters icons. Nope, those are insects, not ghosts. They don't shoot those. I don't have an ammo limit. Why don't I fire like crazy? Where's my turbo button? Turbo button is not turned on for this game. Oh man, Vigo is back. He did it. He won. What a game over screen. What if I went the other way? I can't. I'm just dying multiple times to the spider. Alright, I've got the angle. Let's just fire that way. It says stunned, but I lose a life. Alright, I've got my enthralling gameplay. Slimer, are you going to kill me, my friend? Cool. Cool, love it. Love it, glad I put that in the description. Okay, let's do a little scroll here, because I've gotten to the bottom. What do we got next? Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. It's a rare game. Ivan. Licensed to Trade West. Look at you, dude. Fully rendered. Every pore. Hey, it's Italy is your default. Qualifying races. Continues allowed. Is this a top-down? Yeah. It's crazy how many games look way older. Look like 3 to 4 years older than other ones. It's, like, the NES has been around long enough that you can see games, people who, like, got into making these games and have the skill level of, it's like 3 to 4 years behind other people. It's crazy. Like, you can't really have this gap. I feel like you can only have this gap, like, in the first console of a back from a crash era, right? Where you've got a bunch of juniors making these games, while others have been around a few years and have gotten the experience to make, like, better things. But that experience is just not prevalent enough for most of the games to be at that level. Hello. Hello, Tubi. How are you? We are... Well, today's been a very slop-heavy episode. I'm gonna say that. We had a lot of great games in the last session, and I think we're being punished for it. Though we still do have a couple ones that'll probably be pretty decent at the end here. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that is Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road. Okay, what do we got next? Phantom Fighter by Marionette and SRS. Neither of those are particularly coming to mind, so we got a wild card here. Let's see what's going on with that. Phantom. Wait, did I pass it? Are there not a lot of PHs? Phantom Fighter. Alright. This could be a lot of different things. Let's see. Opening crawl. Okay. Is this a shooter? Is this a plane shooter? Or is this... No, this is something else entirely. We got Chinese zombie. Is it Castlevania-like? What is this? Town 1. Oh boy. Kenshi, we've been waiting for you. Kyonshis have been discovered and people are hiding in their houses. Please save us. God, what I just said about the last game applies again. You can feel how behind some of these games feel compared to others. Kyonshis are here. That's what the people in that house are saying, I guess. This is a temple. I don't have any actions I can do. I can just talk to the town. Danger's in the air. I mean, this could be good. Give it a second. Let's see what happens when I get to... Oh my god. There's so much delay. Boss, what shall we do? The delay here is crazy. There's a full second delay to everything. Holy shit. And you walk way after you press the button. This is another game where the entire gameplay premise is our controls are terrible. Like the gameplay loop doesn't exist if the controls were normal. All right. Hello, lady. You'll find terrifying Kyonchis living in the cave ahead. To get to where Kyonchis are living, you must collect 3 jades. These have been made from the tears of a dragon, and break the mysterious power which seals off the spiritual world. Kenshi accepted 1 ancient scroll. Thank you. You did me a great favor. Thank you. Wait, do I just need to go backwards now? I guess I... Boss, what shall we do? What's the scroll do? Wait, I have a sacred sword? Why am I not using it? Boss, we don't have the sacred sword. Then why'd you bring it up, you dingus? Oh, man. Alright, I guess we're done. Go outside. Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. Wait, that's a whole ass HP bar for those things. Does my apprentice take my place after I die? I have no idea what a tauntaun is. That word does not feel familiar to me. Okay, now what? Now what happens? What a weak and miserable boss he is. It can't be helped. I'll go. I called this. I called this. It's only a joke. It won't help to be too hasty. Let's carefully evaluate the password. Oh, never mind. Wow, the apprentice is a fucking coward. I think it's time to rest our laurels. Oh, I can't tell if this game was made seriously or not. Oh, man. The next one is a rare game, Pinbot. Here it is, right here. Let's see what we got. Okay, Rare's already upping the drama compared to that with a game named Pinbot. Patent pending. Wonder if they ever got that. Oh my god. It's like like a pinup bot? Is it? Wait, this is just a pinball game, isn't it? This is it's just a pinball game. Alright, well, at least it's colorful. We had a really boring pinball game last episode compared to the first one we played. This is like the 3rd pinball game on the NES. Considering it's been like 6 years of it or something by this point, 3 pinball games isn't an oversaturation, I'd say. Still, the HAL Laboratory one, or whatever Nintendo associated one, that one was definitely better than the first one. No, wait, we played 2 pinball games yesterday, and the second one was pretty decent. It was the one about that was like New York City themed. I'm not like a big pinball guy, but I do have this opinion that if you don't have really fun interactions that are easily reachable from like the most common angles of the pin, like you're doing something wrong, right? If you're just bumping into shit when you're doing most of your shots, not a very good pinball machine. It should be doing something all the time. It should be doing stupid, crazy shit all the time that you're reacting to. Not just bouncing off nothing and nothing happening. What I mean by that is like, you know, if the pinball's here and I wait until the edge of the pin to hit it, like there should be something where that, based on that angle, that you should be interacting with, right? Like if I do this, it should be hitting and doing something, right? Like you shouldn't have to be amazing at a pinball machine to make it do things. I have no idea what that sampled voice even was saying. Ghostbusters! The Ghostbusters 2 notably didn't have trashy human voice sampling on the, on it. Only Ghostbusters 1 had that. Fellas, I don't think we're getting to Super Mario Bros. 3 today. We do have Super Contra and Ninja Gaiden 2. Now I see you? Double? Alright. We got double balls. That's something. It's too bad I have no clue what they're saying. I don't even know if I'm doing good or bad on this pinball machine. Probably bad, since I've lost several balls. At least there's some music. It's not... I mean, you can request a game, but we're gonna literally play the entire catalog. So... we're playing through the catalog in chronological order. So, we're basically seeing how these games developed as they released. But feel free to request a game. That's fine. The form of that might just be that I give it a bit more time. Unless you're talking about something outside of the retro history stuff, then feel free to suggest any kind of game. Because I do stream games regularly, too. Alright. Alright, let's see what's next in the list here. We got Snake's Revenge. So this is the second Metal Gear game, but not like the actually official second Metal Gear game. Basically, the MSX has a Metal Gear 2 that's completely different. That's the actual one that gets referenced. This is just the NES weird one. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, so let's try it out and see what's going on there. Snake's Revenge. Getsufuma Den? Is that a Japanese-only release? Because we will be playing those. It's just that I'm doing North America right now, so that I can do a more focus. Because if there's like translation patches and stuff like that, I want to, you know, sit down and get them all taken care of before I go down a list. You know? Let's see. Let me see on my list here. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Whoops. I have the full ROM set, so the answer is almost assuredly yes. Let's see, where was that? That is Konami. That's probably a good game because it's Konami developed and published. And Konami is literally the best developer on this console, as far as I can see. July 7th, 1987, Japan. But also, nope, just Japan. We will end up playing this probably pretty early when we start doing Japanese episodes. Interesting. Yeah, that's weird. You know what? Konami probably didn't understand that everything they released was a banger. in 1987, which is probably why they didn't localize it. Super Samurai? That sounds about right. We can take a quick look at it. Not as like an official thing, but we can take a quick look at it. Just for fun. Let's see. GE. Here we go. Steam. Did this game get a re-release on Steam? That'd be cool. I'm gonna look that up real quick. It did. It did get a re-release on Steam in 2002. Huh. Wait. Oh, yeah. I think I remember this. That's interesting. However, what I'm going to say... Oh, I understand. I understand why it's like... says it like this. I'm going to guess that in this Steam game, you can play the original game. It has a ROM of it, and so there's a revisioned version of the ROM from Steam. Doesn't matter. We're going to just play the original ROM. We'll take a look. This is 3 years older than what we're playing currently, for context. Now, I actually have RetroArch set up so that I can, which button is it? I can actually read a lot of this stuff. Beyond the distant past, in order to protect the peace of the legend that slain the dragon wakened from hell, Fuma was also 20... Well, okay, it's scrolling, so it's going to be fucking up the screen reader here. So one of the reasons I'm saving doing Japanese games for a different point is because I've had this kind of screen reader stuff for like 2 years, and I just know about the time I spend like a month getting prepared to do a bunch of large text Japanese games and collecting a bunch of translations, that there's just going to be a way better machine learning thing that they're going to integrate into RetroArch. I know it. I know the second I put a lot of effort in, that effort's going to go to waste. That's one of the reasons I hesitate. Because I'm like, I've had this kind of tech for like a year and a half at least. I can just do on RetroArch. There's no way I won't have a blends into the game automatic machine translation thing that won't be out within a year or two. I feel it in my bones, right? There's no way that's not happening soon. So what kind of style game is this? Is it like a Zelda 2 style? Offense and defense, Hadoken, haha, welcome to the cursed hell. If... Splendidly defeating the Dragon Moon. She's giving me some hints, I'm sure. Let's just get into the main gameplay here and take a look. Ah, you know what? I think I've seen this game, actually. That is the same noise as Castlevania. This is definitely 1987 Konami. Okay. Oof. Like, these are Medusa. It's moving like a Medusa head in Castlevania too, right? Yeah, this is like a themed Castlevania almost. That's fun. Oh, spikes on the stalagmites. I got bombs. Can I use them some way? Whew. Oh my gosh. Pretty rough difficulty-wise. These Medusa heads are crazy. I know they're not Medusa heads, but they are. It looks like is there a money system? Like that? Is there a store? Or is that just points? I'm just trying to make it to the end here. Okay. You know what? There's another game. There's another game we played. What was it called? It was a game with a kid ninja. It was an early NES game that I liked. Let me go back. There is another game that this plays very similar to. Besides Castlevania. What was it? I'm looking for my list right now. Ninja Kid. Gi no Kitaro Yokai Daimaku is the Japanese name. That's a Tosei game. And it came out 1 year earlier. And I thought it was kind of a notably, like, this game doesn't get sequels, but it was a notably good game for early NES. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was a bit influential here. Interesting. How do I get back to where it was? Yeah, you know what it kind of feels like, hey there. How you doing, man? It kind of, yeah, it feels like it's the Ninja Kid map system, but it's Castlevania with a little bit of a shop system, so a little bit of what would be in Castlevania 2. Yeah. We've got some... Interesting. Well, we'll probably take a closer look at that when we get to the Japanese part of the show. Where we did... Now, back down to 1990. Where did we leave off? What were we on? What was the last thing we played before that? Before we took a look at that? I was in the second episode, 1990. We had just played... Oh, we're getting ready to do Snake's Revenge. You've got a Dreamcast, GameCube, PS2, and Xbox 360. Yeah, sounds like you got a lot of stuff there. One of the nice things about the older retro consoles is it takes up very little hard drive space to get like a full ROM set. You can just jump on Internet Archive or other places that I'm not going to talk about that are easy to find, and just, you know, peer-to-peer get the full ROM set. Very nice. Or ISO set, if you're like on a disk-based system. Though the hard drive space does notably jump with the disk-based system, but I would say it's not even a problem anymore. You can get multiple terabyte drives these days. So like getting the entire like PlayStation or Sega Saturn library is not bad, as long as you go down and just like only get individual copies of the games. Don't get like 30 versions of the games, and the size is fine. The real problem with the disc-based systems is if you try to get a full ISO set and you don't go down and curate it so that you're only getting like one version of each game, that makes it bloat really fast. So, like I said, our next game is Snake's Revenge. This is the Metal Gear 2 that isn't the official Metal Gear 2, basically. Because the official Metal Gear 2 only came out on the MSX. And is way better. But that doesn't mean this isn't interesting, so we're going to try it. I actually really like Metal Gear 2 on MSX. Snake's Revenge. Here we go. Haven't played this one in a while, I'll be honest. I haven't played this one in a while, so. Snake's Revenge. Lieutenant Snake, we received information from our intelligence man at the enemy's base. They have a weapon. Is it Metal Gear, which you destroyed 3 years ago? 3 years ago. That was a very fast text crawl. John Turner, in the Navy's Info Center for 6 years, is an infiltration pro. Oh, these are my Kodak pals. Nick Meyer, a Marine, is an explosives disposal and weapons expert. These characters are never used. And also, Snake just doesn't look like Snake. Are they trying to make Snake look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something? Oh, yeah. This is a totally different game. Alright, it still might be good though. Let's try it. It looks more run and gun than stealth. Except I clearly triggered stealth right there before I even had a chance to know. Oh, those guys those aren't helicopters, those are dudes on little floating things. Wow, you get caught extremely easily in this because there isn't a stealth mechanic. There's no real stealth mechanic to it. Oh man. Okay, here we got something we can actually do something about. Alright. Depends on where my sprite hits here. That's not safe. Damn. What's that? Thanks for your help. You're welcome, I guess. Can't do anything cool like get in the back of a truck or anything like that. Do I have an item list? I do have an equipment list. They don't even give me cigarettes. What's wrong with them? That's how you know this isn't a Metal Gear game. They don't give you any cigarettes. These guys actually sent Snake out on a mission without cigarettes. What's wrong with them? Return? There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's much chance. This game is gonna be ridiculously hard. With a detection system that sensitive. We'll play a little bit more here. The point here is to sample out the games. These aren't full playthroughs. You know, if there's a really good game, we might do a playthrough. But not during, like, the live show like this. The point is to kind of get an idea of how these games were developed and came out over time. To see the progression and stuff like that. And occasionally to find games that are just really interesting that no one talks about. We found a couple of those, like Monster Party, The Goonies 2. There's that, I don't know what to call it, but that that Zertical shooter Konami made. The one where it's the Z axis is where it's all on instead of the Y or X. There's Freedom Force, that was like a good light gun game. There's all these games that don't have like a franchise or sequels behind them that are pretty good that you don't hear about. Because they had like one game in an era and that was it. Am I going backwards or forwards? No, these are... Yeah, you'd have to do a paper map for a game like this. You'd have to get out some grid paper to help yourself. Here we go. We have infiltrated. Never mind. No getting in the truck. Well, it's the 80s for Snake. He's gonna be smoking up a storm. After all, he has to look cool, right? Like, it's part of his job. Alright. Snake's gonna go down in a blaze of fire here, and I think we'll move on. Alright, what do we got next? Okay, this is the one that at the beginning of the episode, when I was looking at the list, I started laughing at. Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular. Okay, it's a Peanuts game, right? And then you see that the Japanese name is Donald Duck. One of these things is true, and one of these things is not. So it came out 2 years earlier in Japan. So I'm going to guess it was a Donald Duck game that they decided to reskin to Snoopy. So we're going to look at both versions here, because I have to know. So here's the American version that's a 1990s game. North American, you know what I mean. American Italy. Is this G Gundam? Is that Neo New York and Neo Italy? Okay. Snoopy. I love him. Oh, this is like a mini game collection. Sack race. Oh, it's his cousin. Is there a timer to start? Oh. Oh, we can trip each other. That's so mean. Snoopy actually translates to the NES is like sprite. It's pretty good because he's got no colors. You know what I mean? He's just black and white. It actually works pretty well. Snoopy actually works pretty well. So does Woodstock, actually. Like, I don't know how much more you would do to make something look like Snoopy. Let's try a different one. Boot throwing. I didn't do a very good job. Okay. What's the button? I press the button and he drops it. I don't know. Oh, I see. I gotta do circles. Look at that animation. That's pretty good. Look at that. Give me a gif of that. 15 feet. What else we got? Pogo. I gotta get a little. Do I have to get some? Okay, I think you have to time the button press to when the jump lands. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's a hard one. That's actually a pretty hard one. We're just doing a quick run through here. What we got? Overboard. What we got? Now we have to do the Italian games. The Italian game where you push each other off a Venetian boat. Remember that one? I got the turbo button. You're screwed, dude. Never mind. Is Snoopy's cousin supposed to be from Italy? No, because this is a Donald Duck game, and Donald Duck comics, and Scrooge comics are extremely popular in Italy. That's what this is about. It's like, his cousin is not Italian. They have to use something. Okay, now I need to know. Let's go. It's just called Donald Duck in Japan. Yeah, this is because the Donald comics are extremely popular in Italy. That's what this is. This entire game is because of that. Okay. I'm missing it. Donald Duck. All right. Let's see what the original version of this actually looked like. Oh my. Well, you know what? Actually, Donald does wear black in a lot of the earlier cartoons. This does not look as good as Snoopy. All right, who's he racing against? Okay, Daisy. Yeah, actually, Snoopy was an upgrade. It looks way better with Snoopy because you don't have to do so much color work with the limited color palette you can have on an NES at any one time. It actually works better because so many of the characters in Donald Duck are color-coded, you can't get all those colors on the screen at the same time, probably, and have a decent environment. So it makes the sprites look rough. Like Donald's face is just the background. But with Snoopy, it's just black and white. So it just kind of works. Let's see. Hold on. It's kind of rude. He's always... Donald's just pushing his girlfriend into the ocean. To the river. I guess we can see what the other games are real quick. Oh boy. Chris, jump over the fire! How many of these can you get to the end of the screen with? Is that the question? Yeah, I can't lie, these Donald sprites suck and the Snoopy ones are great, so the Americans actually won out on that one. Next we have Tecmo World Wrestling. Okay, Tecmo developed and published. Hold on, because we have had cases where it's like Kaneki Man or something and not just regular wrestling in the Japanese version. Nope, looks like just regular wrestling. Okay. Tecmo World Wrestling. So far, we have not found a wrestling game that feels like you control it at all. Like, just a wrestling game with any good controls would be the best wrestling game of all time so far. We will see. Can Tecmo pull it off? I mean, Tecmo Bowl is really good. So, if they make an arcadey, responsive wrestling game, they might be on top of things. Here we go. Akira Dragon. El Tigre. Are those my two? I'll be El Tigre. Muscle training? Sure. Squats? Sure. Fight. Is this the FF7 squats minigame? It literally is. Oh my god, it is actually the same game. It is press the buttons in an order. Except I mistook the turbo button as different buttons. So it isn't, but it is. All right. All right. Does it control? I don't know about that. I like that it's got an announcer. That's cool. But it really does feel like shit's just happening more than I'm controlling anything. I don't know, it's a little bit better than some of the other ones, but it still really has that problem. Hello, Richard. We're failing again to have a wrestling game that feels like you're actually in control of anything. Ugh. The question is this a wrestling game I can't control but can actually win a match in? I feel like that the answer is always going to be no. I do find the music's nice and that they have an announcer. I find that good. I like the mini games aspect of like doing a little training to up your stats. But then you get to the core gameplay and it looks kind of fun. Like maybe from a person watching's perspective, it can be fun. But from like me, the person trying to control this shit. Whoa. I guess I took him out of the ring? Wait, I'm the one that was down here first. I need to get out. I need to knock his block off and then get out of the ring. Get back in the ring. Except I don't think I can. And I lost. It was a draw. Never mind. Well, that is another sports game. And would you believe it, since we're in the W's, we have another sports game. WCW, World Championship Wrestling. Well, let's see. Maybe WCW figured something out. I feel like somewhere along the line here, there is one or two good ones. Somewhere along the line. Here we go. But I couldn't tell you where.
World Championship Wrestling!
Okie dokie. Ric Flair. Rotunda. K. Sullivan. Steamboat. I guess we'll be Sting. M. Hayes. So, well, I can... What am I picking? My special move? Oh, I see. I'm putting them on... I just noticed that they were D-pads. I am once again trying to do anything in a wrestling game. This has the same crowd effect as the other game, it looks like. Oh, this isn't even like, I get like 1 second to do an input at all. Oh, I get so tired of these games always feeling like trash to play. Why are all wrestling games like this? Why is it like a rule that they have to have the worst controls? This is why we needed Street Fighter 2, man. This is why we really needed Street Fighter 2. Somebody had to come in and say, this is how something should fucking feel. I'm not even a big Street Fighter 2 fan is the thing. I don't even think Street Fighter 2 feels particularly that great, but still. You know what? That's how Sting died. That's how it happened in real life. That's how it really went down. What do we have next? Wrath of the Black Manta. Developer, AI. Publisher, Kyugo. Taito for North America. Different publishers. All right. Wrath of Black Manta. Oh, you're talking about recent wrestling games? Yeah, I feel like... Now, if you play like an official WWF game, it's garbage. Absolute feels like absolute fucking trash. But I'm sure that there are smaller developers making... They're just deciding not to make wrestling games that feel like shit. It's just that for some reason, it's just a thing. It's just a consistent thing. Alright, let's see what this game's all about. Okay, Taito, I'd like to play the game, please. I'm gonna restart it. It's being weird. Press starting. I'm pressing start. I'm on the start screen. And then it, isn't doing anything. Oh, it just took forever. Children are vanishing from the streets of New York City. Some people think that the kids are being kidnapped, but the police and FBI have no leads. Parents are afraid to let their kids go outside. Will this case ever be solved? Ring, ring. Who could be calling in the middle of the night? Hello? Hello, Manta. Master, what's up? You've heard about the disappearing children in New York? Of course. Well, it looks like the kidnapping theory was correct. How's that? They've taken several children, including my youngest student, Taro. But Taro is a sharp boy. He left a clue. It's Jeffrey Epstein's Xbox Live account name. Please send help. We've been kidnapped. I'll find them and end this once and for all. Good. May the force of eternal wisdom be your guide. Part 1, New York City. Art of the Shadow, Art of the Fire Ring. Wait, am I assigning moves? Art of Missiles. It's being weird. I don't understand. The controls are not making any goddamn sense. Is it just showing me what these are? Okay. I thought it was telling me to assign them. And yet when I press the buttons, it doesn't actually do them. The man in red knows something. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess it would be a sweet potato, you're right. What's up? We gotta rescue Sweet Potato. My bro. He got invited to a P. Diddy party. We gotta rescue him. Let's go. Send the ninjas. Send the Nintendo ninjas. You don't really feel much like a ninja in this game, I'm gonna be honest. You're basically just being outshot by guys that have a cover system that you can't use. Hey, why? I don't even know if I grabbed that guy. I don't feel like I did. You're involved in the kidnappings, aren't you? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hurt you. Okay, I helped in the kidnappings. I want to hurt you. What are these kidnappers all about? I don't know. I just follow orders. Why did the exit bring me inside a place? Oof, the fact that Ninja Gaiden 2 is on the same playlist for today is really funny. The difference is gonna be crazy. That's coming up actually really soon. All these indoor sections just have nothing in them. Oh man! Who would be mayor of New York in 1990? Is that Giuliani in the 90s? Or is Giuliani the 2000s? I literally don't know. I have no clue. I don't think about New York to be honest, that much, to be honest. I don't think anybody who doesn't live in New York thinks about New York pretty much at all. But people who live in New York think that's all anyone thinks about. It's kind of weird like that. Like, New York was like a financial center of the world, and then they stopped being important like 30 years ago, and they just didn't realize it. Alright. Alright. It's okay. I've been there. I've visited it before. It's okay. It's okay. I don't feel like you get that much out of it that you don't get out of a mid-sized city, to be quite honest. Besides, like, the problems. Like, at least you can drive a car in a mid-sized city to get to places. Oh my god, I actually rescued a child. Hey, thanks. I thought I was going to die here. No chance of that now. If you shoot the wall on the right, you'll find a hidden door. Great. Have you? I skipped. Yeah, 4 kids are trapped in a secret office, but I don't know. Oh, we gotta get to Comet Pizza immediately. Alright, let's go. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's, I don't even know what this game, how to pronounce this. X-E-X-Y-Z. Zexen? Zexen. Japanese name, it's an Atlas game. Wait, but it's an Atlas game that's published by Hudson Soft. So far, all the Atlas games have been published by LJN, and they've been the worst fucking games on the console. It looks like there's a different publisher for Atlas, so maybe, just maybe, something will turn around. Now the flip side of this is that I'm pretty sure Megami Tensei has already come out. Like, not Shin Megami Tensei, but Megami Tensei has already come out by this point. So it might be that just the good Atlas games don't get ported. Japanese name is Kame no Ongaishi Urashima Densetsu. Don't know, but we will find out. Is North America finally going to get a decent Atlas game? Let's find out. Though, of course, I don't know why you'd play the NES Megami Tensei when the Super Nintendo's got a remake of it and the second game that is just an update on it. Like Benny the Jet. All right. What do we got here? Is that Gamera? It didn't say Gamera in the title, did it? Kame... Wait, Kame can be turtle, though, can't it? Alright. Very Blaster Master looking dude. Not Blaster Master system, but the dude looks like it. Alright. This is the treasure box room. Drop the treasure. Can I shoot up? I can jump really high, but not high enough. Hi, Apollo. I'll give you an attack item. 45 B-ball. Oh, I have ammo. That's what that means. Oh, it's a bouncy ball. You must get a 4-star from the devil in the hidden room to get into the mechanic castle. They're saying a lot. they're throwing a lot of shit my way. Also, I'm green now. Did I turn green when I got the bouncy ball? Welcome, you can power up your weapon for 20E. Do I have 20E? Yes? Thanks. Thanks, I think. Oh, but it's ammo. I have to give up ammo to power it up. Oh, that thing was... Oh, some of these are enemies. Boy, everything's trying to get me. Welcome! Oh, why are there so many NPCs in the first level? A bet 20? Sure. Almost. Okay. By shooting the right stone card for star 5 times, something amazing will happen. Okay, well that's a waste of energy trying to do that if it's only some of them. Let's say you bought Nintendo Power this month and they told you which ones to hit. Oh, my weapon changed. Oh my gosh. Hitting the ghost with your head. Oh, now there's an actual ghost. There's almost too many doors here. This is almost like Monster Party where there's a lot of doors. But I'm just gonna try to move forward a little bit. Was this the thing with the boss? Oh my god. Foot wing. Thanks. Now I can jump really high. This is like a couple different games I've played. I don't think this is particularly good, but it's not bad either. I get a little bit of hang time. Hi, Apollo. I'll fill up your energy level for 60E. Thank you. Oh, but my total life energy has gone down. Are these random? I feel like these are random. Unless I made progress and didn't realize it. Good luck, take this. Thank you. Okay, I can't go through this door. Weird. What does the game actually want me to do then? Wait, does she keep giving me this if I keep walking in the room? No, she just does it a couple times. I don't know if I can make progress. Unless I accidentally glitched out this thing. I don't know why I can't go in the door. It doesn't have a lock or anything on it. Well, I almost thought Atlas had a decent game, but now I can't even figure out how to progress. No, stop. I don't understand, I don't understand the method, the thought process of putting, 20 different NPCs in this level. Let's move on. Next we have Vegas Dream, which is HAL. So it could be good. Well, at least it looked good. HAL tends to make good looking games at this point. Shit, what was it called again? Vegas Dream. Where's the V? V. Here we go. Vegas Dream. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play the game that was on the title. One thing I realized, I was looking at the Famicom disk system, is that a lot of games came out on it before they released on cartridges. And they just had, like, the Zelda-style naming system, and they didn't have to rely on passwords. Like Metroid, Castlevania, for instance. So. But, apparently, the cartridge technology actually advanced past the floppy disk technology within its own life cycle, which is why they never decided to import it to North America, because it didn't even really it really didn't even, like, bring an advantage after a point. Alright. Besides having, like, really cheap, like, write-on games you could get on the write-on discs. Okay. What are we just playing, blackjack? This isn't as cool as, what was it, Casino Kid or whatever? Where it was, like, an actual, like, a top-down RPG style interact with a casino. Nope. Nope. We both were over. I think the thing on the NES that I'm realizing is that there's so many games where there is just a directly better game that's came out earlier that you can find. Like, it might not be on the store shelves is the problem. Let's like, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to go out like this. Shit. Quick menu, restart. I just wanted to get to a different type of game. Roulette. Show me the roulette. It's Haman. Why is Haman Karn working the roulette? I'm crazy like that. Go. Oh, where's the start button? Where's the... There we go. Oh, wait. There's a different lady working it now. Roulette's just a pure luck game. Why are you buying a video game to play roulette? I get it if it was a game where you had some player interaction, but roulette? Let's just move on. Because the next game is Super Contra, which for some reason is only called Super C in North America. It's Super Contra in Japan. I don't know why they would call it that in North America. Why they would drop the association with a game that's really well liked. You know what I mean? Like, Contra is very popular in North America. I don't know why they wouldn't call it Super Contra. It probably was. Probably was way more expensive. Because they had to get imported. You know? They probably were cheaper in Japan at the time. And they were probably producing more copies, which means there was more of a secondary market, right? Makes sense. Like, when I've been to Japan, there's you can still find tons of really high quality preserved older games. Like, and that's, 30, 40 years later. I imagine at the time, you could find that there's a pretty decent secondary market, I'd have to think. Unless Nintendo was, like, being a really weird legal enforcer against it. I don't know. Super C. Also, we're in 1990. So, hold on. My history isn't perfect here, but when did the bubble pop? When did the economic bubble pop? Okay, we're still in the bubble from 86 to 91. By late 1991 is when a ton of August 1990 had the stock market plummet, and then late 1991 is when prices and other things began to fall. So that's probably also played a part in it, right? Prices in general fell a lot, and then you get into that low interest rate environment where production items are cheap because debt is easy to access. Though maybe that's looking at it too complexly. Anyway, because the US is going to have its own .com bubble pop in the 90s, you know. But that also coincided with... Yeah, okay, we're the same age then. Yeah, I'm 91 too. I just played Yakuza 0 and then looked up a Wikipedia article later. All right. I'm no expert. All right, Super C. Here we go. This ought to be a refreshingly better game. Super Contra. No music at the title screen. It's Konami. That's weird. Konami has such amazing music. Not having music on the title screen is kind of crazy, right? Okay, right away. Instantly feels better than everything else played today, pretty much. Why is Konami so much better than everyone else in the NES era? And how could they throw that shit away? Oh my god, I can't, I'll never understand 2010's Konami. I'll never understand. Do pachinko machines make so much money you have to give up everything you're known for? It's crazy. It seems like they're backpedaling that at least a little bit now. I mean, Metal Gear Solid Delta is an example of them at least trying. And I mean, their idea of trying is to re-release a game that already exists, but, you know. I didn't even think about the fact that I didn't put in the extra lives code before hitting start, so I'm gonna die real fucking fast. You're pretty good if you can play a Contra game like that. I'm impressed. Games are so freaking good. Now, Contra 1 has the well, not first person, but like the behind the back perspective every other level. What's this one's gimmick? I'm trying to remember what its experimental levels look like, I guess would be the way to put it. Does it have any? Or are they all straightforward levels? I don't even remember. The behind the back levels in Contra 1 are weird. They're not unfun. Yeah, I definitely should have put the Konami code in. Oh wait, I hit select changes the player. I don't think I did that right because select changes the player. Maybe up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select start before it starts. I don't think I did it. Hold on. Come on. Up, 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 down, down, left, right, BA, select start. Am I thinking of it wrong? Is it different in this? Is it just different? Does it just happen to be different in this? Right, left, down, up. Right, up. Right, left, down, up, BA, select, start. Hold on, I'm just gonna look it up real quick. I thought it was the typical Konami code, but well, hold on. Just look it up real quick. There's a Reddit thread. No Konami code? The Konami code does not work for Super C. Super C doesn't have a 30-man code like the previous Konami games. There is a code to give you extra lives, but it's not the Konami code. Yeah, this is the only one that doesn't use it. That's crazy. All right. So, let's see. I'm just meaning to restart. Oh my gosh. Quick menu, restart. Come on. All right. So it is right, left, down, up, A, B, start. So, right. Oh God, I gotta be faster than this. Right, left, down, up, A, B, start. Okay. Oh, I might have my A and B buttons backwards. Right, left, down, up, B, A, start. Right, left, down, up, B, A, start. Jesus. You know what? It's fine. We're just doing a look. We're doing a quick look. It's not like I'm trying to do a playthrough. I don't know how I'm failing to do this code so badly. I just want to play some more. You can use turbo, but because of the shot limit, it's not... At least on the default gun, it doesn't do that much for you. Except maybe slow the game a little bit. A teeny tiny bit. And I guess if you're on near the edge of the screen, but you're always center screen in this game, aren't you? The camera keeps you center screen. Does regular Contra 1 do that? I'm trying to think. What we got here? That shotgun? There we go. And that's a turbo controller. Ah. Can't believe I lost that immediately. What a chump. Nice background. It's basically like a sound waveform color scheme. That red, purple, yellow. I associate that with like editing audio. All right. We also have a great game next, too, by the way. We have Ninja Gaiden 2 next. Tecmo, developed and published. So let's take a look at it. How'd I get all the way over here? Got too much shit. All right. Ninja Gaiden 2. Here we go. I'm seeing if there's a revision. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Tecmo presents 1990. Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 1 had a cool intro, too. Look at that shit. Set the scene for me. Yeah. Chakio has been defeated, just as I thought. What about the ninja? He knows nothing yet. Oh yeah, these games are way too hard, but they're still fun. Good, continue the plan. What shall we do about the ninja dragon, sire? Nothing. No further need for him. At least not for now. Follow the plan exactly. Now go. Yes, sire. The time shall come, Ryu Hayabusa, when the gate of darkness is cast open. All men shall kneel before me. All shall hail me, Ashtar, as their new master. Ha 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 ha. One year after the fateful battle with Jakyu, a new adventure begins for Ryu Hayabusa, the ninja of the Dragon Sword. The Dark Sword of Chaos. I love that they do, like, eye catches. Like old anime eye catches. Shoo! Alright, just getting a feel here. So wait, how do I throw shurikens? I did it a second ago. Okay, it's up, but I have to have some. Alright, up while I'm swinging. And I can swing while I'm jumping, yeah. Okay. The one thing I wish they would have done in this sequel, like the big difference, I wish you could finally just, while you're, you know when you're wall climbing, and you're like on the edge of reaching up to the next area, you really should just be able to climb over the top. I feel like that'd make a big difference in making the game feel better. Let's go straight down. Like, I should be able to just climb over to the other side, you know? Wait, how do I get over then? Hold on. Wait a minute. If I can't get up, what am I supposed to do? I can't cling to that side. Oh, there we go. Weird how I could do it on... Weird. Alright. There's a lot of power-up balls in this game, huh? Or not power-ups, but, you know, treasure. Ooh, got a shadow clone. Can I even hit him? I guess I am, he just doesn't make like a reaction noise. Who are these thugs? They told me you were good. Who's there? It's me. Go to the Tower of Laha. That look is so common, isn't it? That's like the look that Wesker has. It's the look that the Devil Hand has in God Hand. Blonde, sleeveless, with sunglasses. Who are you? What the? Where'd he go? I'll give props to Ninja Gaiden for having actual cutscenes between the levels and stuff. The Tower of Laha. Act 2. My question is, if it's Ninja Gaiden, where's the regular ninja story? All this shit's the side story, right? Where's the original? Where's the main story? This is just like a bothersome thing for you. This isn't what he does on the regular, right? Why does it shoot straight up like that? Now we got triple. Oh baby, it's a triple. Oh, yeah, now it surrounds me. Was I just not using it correctly before? It was supposed to be a fire shield? I guess so. The shadow clones make quite a big difference, huh? Guess so. Actually, his main story is dead or alive. In his main story, Ryu's entire purpose is destroy every copy of a Tekken he can find. That was his mission, given to him by his creator. Destroy all copies of Tekken. Wait, okay, the weather changes, like, okay. No! Ah. Shouldn't have fought the weather. Should have just ran with it. Now I lost all my cool shit. Don't throw rocks at me, please. Oh my gosh, I'm trapped. Oh no, this is... Sisyphus is just having the time of his life over here. Oh! But I can't get to the top from here. Shit. Gotta wait for the weather to change. To face the other way. Right? That's what I need to do. Does it ever? That wasn't good enough? Damn. You know, I haven't actually played that much Dead or Alive, to be honest. I think I played... version on the original Xbox? If there was one on the original Xbox, I believe. And then... No, to be fair, I haven't played a lot of Tekken either, so... I have not a dog in that infamous... shit-flinging contest. I played, like, Tekken 2. Maybe Tekken 3. No, it was just Tekken 2. Okay, I think I've hit my Ninja Gaiden wall. Next we only have a couple of games left for today's show. We've got Remote Control by Raydell Software Production. Never heard of them. Let's see what that's all about. Remote Control. Like the really good song by The Clash. Or the thing that people use. Remote Control. All I can think of is that stupid Sega CD game, the FMV game where you remote control a dude. Here we go. MTV. It's an MTV game. So, am I just flipping through music videos badly rendered on the NES? What am I doing with this? Oh, it's a game show that was on MTV. I've never heard of this game show, I'll be honest. This is an era of MTV that even I didn't. Okay, Freddy, you're in control. Choose a category. Reruns. On the honeymoon... Hold the fucking phone. Hold the fucking phone. This is an MTV game show. They're asking about the goddamn Honeymooners. Who is this for? What teenagers watching the Honeymooners reruns? Alright. When Ralph witnesses a murder, the thugs shoot a hole in which article of Ralph's clothing? I'm gonna guess his hat. Oh, other people are picking. Oh, I guess I had to press the button. MTV was music television channel. It was where they would play music videos from stuff, but it's also where shows like Beavis and Butthead and Daria and stuff like that aired. But it famously only started playing reality shows, like really bad reality shows, and didn't play music videos at all, so they stopped saying the name fully. And then I don't even know if it's still on cable. The Smiths. Oh no, it was a full cable channel in the US. What trio of ugly blokes from Canada had hits with Tom Sawyer? That'd be... Okay, Rush. Wow, they just call him fucking ugly. That's so mean. I got the answer correct and the game crashed. That's amazing. What a game. Wait, no. This game just won't even let me answer. I'm pressing all the buttons. I had paused it. But the game just doesn't let me buzz in and answer. I don't know. All right. We have a Capcom developed and published game next. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. This sounds like it might be another Mickey Mouse game, but I'm not positive. It might be in that Castle of Illusion-ass kind of series, but I'm not positive. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Goofy. How about Googie? Mickey, Goofy, it's time for the big parade. Where's the golden key to the gate? Ah, gosh. I'm sorry, Mickey. I must have left it in the castle. Don't worry, Mickey. That's not a Donald voice. Let's go to the castle right now. Wait a minute, Donald. We need 6 silver keys to open the castle gate, and, well, I'm not sure where I left them. But they're somewhere in the Magic Kingdom. What? You mean we gotta find all 6 keys? There's not enough time. Maybe you can find the 6 keys for us. I've ruined the attractions, but you'll have to ask. Okay, so this is like a Disneyland, or a Disney World, it'd be Disney World because it's Magic Kingdom. This is like, a Disney World, promotion game is what this is. We got all these power-ups I can't access. You're Mickey's friend, Googie, aren't you? If so, you should be able to answer this question. Which of these non-Disney characters is not in the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Is not in the film? Popeye is in the fucking film. Yosemite, I think all 3 of these are in the film. I bet Daffy isn't. I bet that's the weird thing. It's Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck or something like that. Then who is it? I swear to God, Yosemite Sam is shooting the shit up in that movie, and I'm almost positive Papa... No. Isn't it like Popeye was supposed to be in the movie and it's like a really famous thing that they lost the rights and they had to remove a scene? Now I need to look that up. Because I'm pretty sure that's what the case is. I think it's that Popeye was supposed to be in the movie. And there was a rights issue. They wanted to get Flesher Studios stuff, but they couldn't. He was planned to appear in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but was deleted. God damn it, I knew too much about this shit, and it fucked me up. Alright. That's a nasty-ass question. That is a nasty fucking question. Edward. It's gotta be Christopher Robin, right? No? This dude is... Alright. This is a fucking otaku Disney adult. Trying to... What is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? Okay, Daisy. Yeah, you must be Googie, alright. I think the girl around Space Mountain knows where the key is. This dude was not going to give me the information to proceed until I got one of his crazy trivia questions right. And then he just gave me a hand me question after I failed twice. What's going on? Alright, so here we got Pirates of the Caribbean. Googie, pirates have ransacked the island and are holding 6 villagers captive. Please rescue them. And light a signal fire so we'll know they're safe. My god. Look at this bright-haired youth, it's just me. Oh my gosh. So I'm sorry, you'll have to try again. Why are they so mean, Mickey? Why you got gravestones? Oh, because it's the haunted mansion. 99 ghosts, 199 ghosts are in this house, but they're always looking for number 1000. Hold on, am I throwing a hatchet? Okay. This is very ghouls and goblins looking. My eyes are green now. The sprite, because of the sprite color, sprite sheet changes, I'm a green eyes right now. They were brown before. I don't have my weapon anymore. Oh! Can I use that? Yeah. I got the power of a candle. Never mind. Oh, I was throwing candles before. I didn't realize. They look like hatchets to me. But I have a limited number of them, I see. Can I get on that chair? Oh, the piano is playing itself. I bet there isn't really 999 ghosts in this game. False advertising. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. Seems like there's a variety of mini games and some of them are decent. Yeah, they shut this boat down recently, didn't they? They shut down the Tom Sawyer boat stuff recently, didn't they? Howdy, partner. You're gonna have to ride a mine cart to get through here. Go to the first station and watch out for dead ends. Also, I feel like I have to say this anytime we're doing any of these recent episodes. You gotta remember that the Sega Mega Drive, like the next generation console, the Mega Drive or Genesis in the US, has been out for about 1.5 years now. So, like, a lot of the cheaper development's coming out on the NES right now, right? People who didn't want to spend money on a next-gen hardware development might be putting more games on the NES. So that might explain a bit of the large amount of slop we're seeing. There's still great games coming out, but there is a lot of slop. Not that Sega is particularly successful. As far as I recall, the Mega Drive was extremely good in North America and especially Europe, but I don't think it was as. It just didn't do quite as good in Japan, even with the extra lead it got from coming out 2 years or before the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo came out December 1990 versus like sometime 89 for the Mega Drive. I guess that's like a year. So, oh yeah, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive were definitely my systems. It's weird. Sega's always had this weird back and forth where it's like, so in North America, the Genesis actually outsold the Super Nintendo by a significant margin. For like the first couple of years, they were both in the market. And it wasn't until Donkey Kong Country, like around that period of time, that the Super Nintendo started to outsell it. And in Europe, for some reason, Sega had a really strong grip on Europe. I think it's because the previous system, the Master System, they actually supported it way longer in Europe. Like, in North America, you get like 150 games, whereas in Europe, you get like 400 or something on the Master System. So they just had a much stronger pre-existing market. But then you get to Sega Saturn, and it's like literally only a fifth of the Sega Saturn library made it to North America before they gave up on it. But there's this huge, great library in Japan for it. And like you go into the retro stores and stuff, you can find Sega Saturn games all over the place. Anyway, we got one more game left here for today, and it's called Arkista's Ring. It's developed by NMK. I don't know who that is, but we will see. Arkista's Ring. Very strange name. Arkista's Ring. American Sammy. Does American Sammy have something to do with Sega? I wonder. I don't think so, because their Master System was also being sold, even though it wasn't super popular. Oh, interesting. I can't move. Oh, there we go. Alright, Zelda style, top-down action adventure. Scorpions are so popular as common enemies in these types of games. You're into a lot of scorpions. Stage 2. Well? Okay, dog, you just do your thing over there. I'll go this way. Do I have a pause menu? No. Oh, I have a wand. Well, that's cool. Seems kind of brutal, actually. Weird. Can I go north here? Oh, I need the key down there. I mean, it's... On first impression, it's... Seems alright. It's strange how every screen is basically a stage. Like, it's not like Zelda in that way. That they treat them like discrete stages. Uh-oh. Evil wizard. I don't really have to fight him, though. I can just keep rolling. Okay, a town. Can I go in the town, or is it just more of a decoration? I stepped on that black pit. I don't know why I did that. Maybe because there was an item sitting on it? That'll do it. Now I just need to go up here. It's a very basic game, but it doesn't play bad. Oh. We've changed up a little bit. Oh, that's not a pickup. Maybe that's where I go if I die while I'm in here. A lot of doors, not a lot of keys. And these bats are awful, man. Huh. Well, I'm also almost dead. Could I have kept keys to bring to other stages? I'm not sure that's what they want me to do. But I do feel like I'm stuck. Why can I go up is another question. Why is there a staircase to go up? Doesn't work. Wait, that key was not there before. Fake door, huh? Okay, this is set up really weird. I still have a key. That works for everything? Okay. Let's try up here. Skeleman. Do they get back up? They're playing some real penis. All right, that's okay. Let's do some final impressions. Let's go back to our spreadsheet here and put in our impressions for the games today here. So we're gonna go over here. Bada bing. Bada boom. Go where we left off, and we'll go down here. Codename Viper. This was kind of disappointing. I'm gonna give that a 2, and this is out of 5. And these are within the show. These are not like overall. 5 is not like the best game ever made. It was just like a really good game for today's episode. Conflict. This was the strategy game. It had a bit going for it. I'll give it an average score of 3. Fisher Price, I can remember, gets a 2. Fisher Price, Perfect Fit gets a 1 because the child that would be playing this game cannot operate it. Like, they just, developmentally, they messed that up. So, I'm gonna be doing, like, I'll probably do, like, a tier list or something like that for all the games on the system, probably for North America when I get done with them, and then for other regions and stuff like that. And probably worse games. But I do a lot of other stuff on the channel. I play full playthroughs of games. I'm working on a little documentary series about very early game history called that Retro History. I make and produce music, which you can find links to my Bandcamp and other stuff like that. I do all kinds of stuff. But I've started doing this as like a morning show, and I really enjoy it. For me, it's morning. Heavy Barrel. This was a Contra like. No, this was a Commando like. And you know what? It was decent. Decent enough to be a 4, maybe not, maybe a 3. This golf game sucked. It took like 10 seconds to render every screen. That's crazy. Kid Cool, this was a super underwhelming platformer. Magic Johnson's Fast Break, this was another really bad sports game. Target Renegade, which one was this? Was this just a... My rule is if I played it within the last 2 hours and I can't remember what game it was, it can't get above a 3. Yeah, you guys are on the complete other end here. Yeah. Yeah. But thank you for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Target Renegade. If I can't remember, it can't be above. But also, it's got to be really bad. If it's really bad, I will remember. Wheel of Fortune, Family Edition, Win, Lose, or Draw. These game show ones, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. You know, they're not bad games, but they're just, you don't have a lot. Dino Wars, this was like a worse version of the Godzilla game. I think, but it wasn't by the same people. That's Bandai, not Toho. At the 2. Ghostbusters 2, this game was garbage. 1. Ivan, this is the... Oh, this was just the very basic, basically RC car style game. Phantom Fighter. Which one was this? Phantom Fighter. Oh, right. That one was not good. That was not a good game. That was the one with the Chinese style jumping zombies. Pinbot, that was just pinball. It wasn't even that great a pinball. I'll give it a 2. Snake's Revenge wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't the game you were hoping for. Snoopy Silly Sports, it looked nice. Nothing wrong with it. Wrestling. This was better, but not good. This was bad. Wrath of the Black Manta. This was the ninja game that was not Ninja Gaiden. It was alright. I'll give it a 3. Zek, whatever this is. This was the Atlas game that were with way too many NPCs. It's not a 1. The highest score so far for Atlas. So it gets a 2. Vegas Dream. This is just casino game. I don't know. No, there's a better casino game. So no, it gets a 2. Super Contra. Yeah, that's a good ass game. Ninja Gaiden 2. Do I like it more or less than Super Contra? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got plenty of those too. What's the family name? The brothers, the Hong Kong brothers that produced and localized a ton of those kind of movies. Shaw Brothers. Yeah, it makes me think of Shaw Brothers movies. Yeah, yeah. But that game controlled so badly. Some things just don't come over. The fact that everything had a 1 second delay, like you can't play games like you can't play a game like that like that. You shouldn't even ship a game like that. You know what? Fuck it. 2 5-star games. We'll recontextualize which of these 5 stars are really the true best games in the console once I get through. Remote Control, this was just another game show game. Magic Kingdom, honestly, it was okay. Honestly, the hardest games to rate are the 4s. Like, what do I give a 4 that isn't quite a 5 within the same year? And this last one was fine. So there's a couple good games. Okay, there were like 2 good games. It's a stream. Yeah. Yes, yes. Encounters of the Spooky Kind, Mr. Vampire. Yeah. Yep, yep. Okay, so there's like two good games and then some middling stuff at a lot of slop today, but you know what? A lot of them were like game show games. There's a ton of game show games. So what's going to be in tomorrow's episode? The next episode's going to have just an idea. Anything that stands out here? Oh, here we go. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. That is an incredibly fun two-player game. It's still fun for one player too. Played this game so much as a kid. Um, Castle Dragon. Hmm. Gonna have a lot of weird games in the next one. A Gilligan's Island game. Gilligan's Island. Original Final Fantasy near the end. That'll be fun. Oh yeah, tomorrow's episode's gonna be Battle Chess too. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna have a bunch of weird games. A bunch of weird games. Maybe not bad games, but definitely weird ones. All right. I think we will close it up for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. I aim to do these in the morning, you know. I'm not always able to, but I aim to get them in the morning. I like to have them done by noon usually. That's why we aim to do about 30 games. That seems like to be the sweet spot. Anyway, we're basically going to be going from June of 1990 to July. It's just going to be all summer games. It's all going to be games that came out in the summer of that year. So that'll be the next one. Hope everybody has a good evening or a good day or whatever it is where you are, and I'll see you later.